So anyway, so what I'm doing over here is I'm changing the password to my nice and beautiful Mega Drive over here, and making sure I can go and see exactly what I'm doing over here. So I realize that Mega Drive is very different now in terms of how they're changing passwords. What I want to do is I don't want to lock myself out of this, man. For sure that every single day I focus upon understanding that there's a strategy here I can use to see exactly what's going on anyway. I can see they have a new interface and all this stuff. I see they have a new settings as well. So I'm understanding that what I want to do is I can see straight away the security process over here. I see how they have different terms and conditions over here. It's a different password. I can see I can change password here. And then there's a password lock on, which is a passcode lock. I can bring out the lock already. I can understand that now. If I do that, and if I just go and exit Mega Drive, let's have a look with Mega Drive over here. Actually now you can just open that up right away then. Actually now I understand straight away how that is. And now I can have two-factor authentication. I realize I understand Jesus Christ wants me to go do the word I. Whereas now as I go and really do the word I make sure that no matter what that I just focus on understanding something. I can see straight away how I need to go and do the nice and beautiful way of life over here to show a password lock over here in terms of whatever I'm doing. And as I really dwell upon life over here, I can see it's much more how it's different, isn't it? But a little bit, go have a look and have a look at what's going on. Go. That's the thing. Now it's all different. It's a different passcode. Guess what? I just have to understand something now. It's more how I understand that nice and beautiful tone over here is all different. But guess what? It's more how it is, isn't it? I can just say that the word I is how I understand straight away. There's my word I. And I understand that every single day I'm learning. I'm learning how to go and grow myself. I'll go try everything new. I'll go try something new I've never done. But guess what? It's much more how I feel. That is how I understand Jesus Christ says that nothing can break it. Nothing can break that, ever. It's more how I understand straight away, how I just go and lift myself. Jesus Christ says that's the most honest way you can understand life. It's the most honest way. Anybody who even goes against that word I, then understand that no matter what. But it's more how I feel. And how I feel that no matter what, that I'm learning very quickly upon the notion of being a superstar. And you have to understand straight away how it is. And that's nice and beautiful every single time. But guess what? I brought you that code. Jesus Christ says only the word I can get there. And only the word I can get to the code, mate. So that's the safest way always. The safest way of life is in every single way of life, and even in terms of passcodes or whatever you want in terms of life, is the word I. You know what I'm saying? Jesus Christ says, it's more how it is. It's very honest, isn't it? The passcode of life is the word I. Now, every single day, learn how to go and grow yourself in a nice, beautiful transition over here. To understand that no matter what I can see straight away. That's the most honest way, and I understand I'm never hiding anything. But every single day, if you focus on helping, if you focus on something in life, I can go and get hair braids. Hair braids is something now that I feel hair braids on the day. But guess what? It's more how I feel. I feel that my hair over here is getting long, man. And guess what? I let it be, man. But guess what? I'm gonna go get hair braids, man. I'm gonna get hair braids on the day. Before the day, yeah. Yeah. We'll get some hair braids on the day. I now have to be quick to get hair braids. I have to make sure that no matter what I can see straight away how I feel. I have the money to get hair braids. I'll just let it be for now. And get that on the 27th of May. I get hair braids on the 27th of May. And it's more how it is. I'll look better with hair braids. Now. A little bit. I'm making sure that it's been a while since I had anything to do with hair braids. And I never had hair braids in my life, man. And that's why it's more how I just go and really I give myself hair extension. I have to. And I just go and understand that's the funniest thing anyway. But the thing is, I understand how I feel. I feel I'm the actual funny hero now. And that's contradiction. Actually, yeah. Well, you know, the funniest thing is, you can always have the funniest laugh over here. I do that always. I'm saying that it's much more deserving. I deserve hair braids, man. And on the day, I first have to go and see this now. I have a haircut first, and then I go get a haircut. I have a haircut first. And I go get a haircut, and then I go give whatever amount of money I can to just look great on the day, and I sit down. So I look great, and I have a new look. And people are like, oh my god, I mean, that's hair braids, man. Hair braids, man. Now, every single day I'm looking for a better way of finding myself to have new fashion photos now as well. I'm going to give myself a new design, and I can get myself hair braids today. But guess what? Hold on a bit. That's the high speed one later, mate. And that'll be. First, what I want to do is brush my teeth, and then just go and do what I need to do to make sure I'm growing myself. But as I grow myself, I have to help myself to deliver information differently, and that's how I actually grow myself. I can get Uber now. I can go Uber over there. I should something new, but let it be that way. I should give you this car too. Let it be that way. See guys, if you understand that nothing screws it in life, but make sure you understand that no matter what, it's more. If you have the word I here, then understand that no matter what I feel, other people in terms of my biological mother here is doing something to someone over here. But every single day, I understand that no matter what, that everybody's doing something to someone in a positive way. Understand? So make sure you understand that no matter what, you have to understand straight away how you feel. So make sure you're looking for a better answer forward. And the better answer forward is making sure that you're learning. I mean, you're learning the art of getting some razors today, and also making sure that you can get a razor for yourself to go and razor your facial hair if you have to. I mean, new woman out there needs to get laser treatment for your face in order for yourself to never shave your face. I mean, you'll never shave your face when you can go and laser treatment your face. And that way you're understanding that no matter what, that you're looking better over time this way. I understand for us guys, otherwise we have to razor our face. We have to go and razor everything. And we have to also do some laser treatment as well. Otherwise, I'm learning very quickly upon how to actually go and grow myself. I see people have a temptation here to come to my seminar, and some come and some are losing. And that's how it is. But what I do on the day is I show up, and definitely, I just say it's the word I. Which the word I haven't given them ideas, but then I come back to the word I for that. Come back to the word I, and I is the way. I. Just stick to the word I, mate. And stick to the word I. I mean, just so. Anyway, I realize that they are people who understand. I mean, guess what? I promise you, it's more how I can see the seminar. I have over 50 people in my seminar. I have over 50 people in my seminar. I make $10,000 in a day and more on the door, mate. I can see it. And then guess what? I start the seminar. I show them, however, that there's 4 breaks and 4 30-minute breaks on a day. And guess what? Promise you, all that no. There's no breaks for me. Promise you guys can, they have a break whenever they want. They have a break whenever they want. And for me, I just fucking keep going, mate. That's how I feel. I never wait for anybody. Like, you can watch the replay online. I told them, you can go and watch the replay online, mate. And that's how it is. As I grow myself differently, I make sure that no matter what, that nobody's missing out on anything. But I'm learning to record. And people can, you guys can record a seminar and just ask somebody else to record the seminar for you while you have to go to the toilet. And that way you can just catch up to the seminar. It's a smart idea, isn't it? Just be able to understand what you need to do daily to succeed. And to succeed, then you have to understand straight away to look good for yourself first. But guess what? As I get my nice beautiful hair string over here, make sure I'm talking on the phone while I'm doing everything. But guess what? I realize as I do that, I come back to the word I speak about the word I much more in front of people. And guess what? Then I understand straight away how to lift myself. How you lift yourself is how you lift everybody else. I understand though that people can see the sum up of how the occasion is going for me in business. Which they're waking up to business as well. And they're waking up to how I do business, especially. And other people are saying, how I'm doing much greater job than other people. And I'm saying that that's the newest way to do Instagram. And that's why I have an Instagram of a lifetime, man. I'm fashion modeling myself on Instagram. I'm showing all these people something about life. I'm a life coach. When they understand I'm doing greater, I see they are people who need to go and better themselves. See, Sons and Brothers has to better themselves as well. I'm learning. I mean, everybody has to better themselves, man. I mean, guess what? It's more how it is, yeah? I'm always talking about everybody in life and making sure that no matter what, that the information I see is life, man. I say I cover up the word I by using it. I use up the word I. I use up the word I as much as I can. I just go and show people everything about life and how I live my life. I'm just coaching and coaching and coaching and coaching. And then eventually I have more success than other people because I'm showing more success as well. But this is the nice beautiful program right here, man. I deserve it. And guess what, bro? It's more how I see Jesus Christ. I ask Jesus Christ how much more business cards I have to print out. I say 500 and any more. And Jesus Christ says, do another 500. And go ahead. I'm going to print more and more. Start promoting that business of yours. Start fucking pouring that money into the business, mate. I'm going to print more and more and more before the date, mate. So Jesus Christ is saying. That's all it is. I'm just going to give 500 now. And that's already, let's say, I mean that's already, what? That's already 4,100 business cards I've given out until now. Before my actual business card, in terms of before my event, I gave out already 4,400. I already gave 4,100 business cards before my actual public speaking event, mate. So that means 4,400 people can see me already online. I mean locally, 4,100 people around Sydney can see me already. They could see me. And more than that. And I have 1,000 people a month coming into my Instagram as well. Just by getting business cards out like this. I just keep going. I keep going with everything I do. That's how you have to do it. I mean, you have to do that life. I mean, you have to be that kind of individual who goes about promoting themselves. And as soon as you promote yourself, then everybody else wants to promote you. What should I tell you? Or should then they see Instagram, they say, oh, nah, man, he's excellent. I mean, you have to understand. So, as I grow myself differently, I focus upon helping myself to succeed, is what I do. I focus on looking great. I have to look great for myself at least. And make sure I always go over the edges of my actual nice and beautiful life. And make sure I go and touch my skin first to see is there any pimples on the skin before I razor that part of the skin. So I never fucking chop myself, and so I never ever, let's say, destroy myself or cut myself or anything like that. So making sure you guys understand that. I'm learning how to become more, yeah? I'm learning how to actually understand that. People are calling me a star, man. I mean, they're calling and saying, Danny's a star, man. And they're saying because I am a star, man. I'm a star. And I do my mustache show. Make sure I have more than enough there. And guess what? Before I shoot, it's more how I feel. I can just do some adding touches here and there. And as I go and grow myself, guys, I'm learning. I'm learning how to grow myself with information. I'm giving the information of life daily. And I'm getting ahead of the game. I'm getting ahead of the game in life. And that's what you guys have to do. And you guys have to go ahead of the game of life. All the time. Don't you ideš?
Moram idem da radim.
Ja vidim pa idi ti radi, maj.
Okej, jer ideš da kupiš nešto.
Ja idem već negdje.
A?
Ja imam Uber.
A?
Ja imam Uber.
Šta je to?
Ja imam onaj auto što se ide oko Australije. Ja sve imam. Kažem hvala.
Kupi hranu.
Hvala. So anyway, so my biological dad gave me $25. And I focus on understanding that it's more how I feel. So how I feel is different, and that's nice of him to give me some money. And guess what? I mean, just enjoy yourself, yeah? I mean, I just go and get the Uber. And guess what? I realised that's the thing. I realised power straight to me. I mean, power straight to me. And on the day of my seminar, I get the Uber as well. And I just make sure I'm doing something to help my life, mate. And as I help my life, I look to just encourage myself to understand how I see how other people are in terms of drug addicts and people around the planet, and how they just look for drugs all day long, mate. And they look to do nothing, and I realize their life is so low that they have nothing much going for them. And they'll always be a nobody if they're doing drugs. Which those people who do drugs are nobodies, mate. I mean, at 22, I imagine that individual standing at a seminar somewhere. I imagine that is like, I mean, finally, I say I'm sober now, but 10 years later, I'm at a seminar. I said that to myself before. I say, yeah. I said, hey, I see an individual over there who's at a seminar already in 10 years. I said that. I said those words to myself, and here I am. I mean, that's at the age of 32. I said I want to be at a seminar, doing my own seminar by 32 years of age, but I'm doing it by the age of 28. I'm 4 years earlier, and I want to write that down as well as my nice and beautiful stipulation party here. Okay. I'm making sure you guys understand something. But now, since my Bible dad's gone over here, I just go to get the Officeworks things, and I go straight to Liverpool. And how do I get to Liverpool? I mean, guess what? I mean, I can go by Uber, but guess what? I mean, it's much better for me. I get Uber all the way to Liverpool, and I catch a bus. I go by bus. So yeah, I mean, guess what? It's more how it is. I live it that way. Now what I want to do is I want to just write this down. I just want to make sure I have all that I need to do right now. I'm learning something different. I say 4 years, I achieve my goals before. I achieved my goals before 4 years to public speak at a seminar. Will they be that way? But they see how they're struggling to even do a seminar for themselves. They see me and they don't want to admit that. Whereas they don't want to admit that. I say 16 years, I say 7 years. I say 17 years, I get ahead of Deadmau5 theory with music production. Whereas although I understand straight away when Deadmau5 listens to my music over here, where she's feeling nice and blissful, man. I mean, he loves it, man. Although I understand straight away how I feel. And how I feel is a great way of life, because guess what? It's more how I understand. I'm meeting more people in my life, and I'm meeting different people who are famous, and also different people along the way. I'm making sure that no matter what, I have that nice and beautiful theory to just be nice along the way. I'm learning something, man. I'm learning how to just make sure that my moustache looks nice. Make sure I look nice and clear. And that's the whole point. Whereas now my ex-girlfriend, or she finds out about this, and she starts to cry, man. And she starts to cry, and guess what happens to her next part? She runs away all the way. And run! I mean, run and never come back. Run and never come back. I mean, she dumps me for another guy, mate. In a sense, I went through that phase. A little bit. So what I do is, she lost that fight because that guy dumps her after that. I mean, they broke up. In a sense, so guess what? I mean, she lost out. You understand? I mean, she believes that she can get with any guy and dump them and get new guys and work out or something. I don't know. Whereas all that, every single time I'm learning quickly, I find making my life worth it. But those women who never choose, those women who never chose me now. I mean, 10 years time. I mean, they say, they never chose Danny Millwood. So, I mean, they understand that. I just mean what, and guess what? They're always chasing me from that point. And that's how it is. And they're just jealous from this point. I can see that. I can see other people are realizing that I never send their messages anymore. And as I grow myself, I grow different parts of myself. I realize this guy, I feel that he may come. I feel he may come to my seminar. I mean, that's how it is, guys. I mean, if they're asking you to come to a seminar, man, I mean, say I have a lot to do, man. I mean, I'll say I want to come to your seminar, but I have a lot to do with myself first. And that's how it is. I'm just learning how to just go and do my actual content while I'm actually doing my moustache. And as I do that, I do something different. And that's the way it is, guys. And just be careful, guys. And be careful to never scratch yourself. I mean, be careful to never kill yourself. I understand? I mean, public transport in terms of buses are much better to go in, personally, because it's a bigger bus and you're less likely to die on a bus than a car. I promise you. I promise you, it's honest. I mean, you're more likely to die in a limo than a fucking bus, I promise you. And I mean, guess what? I mean, you're more likely to die in a bus than a train. I promise you, it is. I promise you, there's less chance to die in a train than a bus. I promise you, although planes and trains. I actually just cross about this one. I see what's more of a danger is, I mean, of course, planes, yeah. And there's more risk in planes than trains. I mean, the most risk. I mean, how about motorbikes and planes? I mean, how about motorbikes and planes? I realize now. Jesus Christ says motorbikes is a higher risk to die than planes, man. I mean, how about boats and planes? I see Jesus Christ says planes. I asked Jesus Christ about this one though. I mean, how about buses and boats? See, Jesus Christ says buses, man. see, look, I see push bikes. I asked Jesus Christ about push bikes and boats. See, Jesus Christ says, oh. See, push bikes. I mean, there's a less risk in the planet to die with a fucking boat somewhere. Like, guess what? I mean, over there with fucking boats, they have fucking petrols, they may run out or some shit. Understand? I asked Jesus Christ this question though. Or else, I mean, where is the more risk? I mean, is it with Uber or Didi? I see now, Jesus Christ says Didi. There's more risk. So Didi is more risk because they are new, yeah. Or as Jesus Christ says, yeah. I mean, they're coming up to the equation to lose life and to lose all their. I mean, they're never losing life, but they're coming to the equation to lose their company very soon. I can see Warren Buffett how he's going about stock market trading, and all he's doing right now is gold. That's it. Shoko has nothing else to invest in other than gold. I promise you. And let it be that way. I mean, guess what? I mean, you have to show yourself appreciation every single day to go and groom yourself and to look the best you can every single day is what you need to do. I feel those people are hanging on me because they feel myself over here where they feel that I'm doing good in terms of too good than them. And I see it. See, it's more how I feel. And that's hurt. That's the damn those else. Well, she has to do better, man. She has to do better, but guess what? It's more how any person who has the word I here is doing much better. Like, call them out. And call them out always. And look greater for it. And look greater and better for everything. I mean, if you call people out, then you're honest. I mean, you're honest about it. Oh yeah. I mean, why is that? Because you're doing something to help yourself. I mean, doing something to help yourself and other people along the way. And let it be that way. I'll move on. I just want to see my nails now. I want to see my nails over here. I want to see how my nails are going over here. And I see my nails over here. And I see my nails over here. I can say nah. I see just a little bit over here. I'm just clipping my nails just a little bit daily. I just check them daily. I just check my nails daily, man. I just cut a bit. I just cut a bit of my nails here and there. Understand? I mean, where else, man? Actually, nah. I can see this one here. I mean, guess what? And that's just nice and beautiful to just let it be that way. But actually now, guess what? I asked Jesus Christ. I mean, what does he specifically look like? Because of, I mean, how does he look at his nails to cut them? I mean, Jesus Christ says those white bits is something that you can cut. I mean, does he cut that? I mean, does he cut it? I mean, Jesus Christ says nah. I mean, you can let it be too. But Jesus Christ says personally that he goes and he cuts them. No? He tries to cut the white bits of the actual. He tries to cut the white bits of the nice and beautiful, let's say, nails over here, because that's something that grows out. So if you just stick to the white edges and just cut the white parts from your nails, then suddenly you are doing better. I'll just let it be. I'll let it be, but guess what? Probably it is. Actually, just the white bits, man. So you have to cut your nails daily. And that's how you have to learn something, man. You have to learn how to grow yourself in other people. And that's how it is. Now, as I grow myself differently, guys, I'm learning that I'm never wasting time because I'm doing my audio program. I'm learning quickly upon how to persuade myself to do better with my events. And now, since Paul Stevens over there until now, I've learned quite a bit about life. I see David the Uber driver over here. I see he has this nice and beautiful memory with me and him over there. And he's still over there, I can feel it. I'm not sure that, guess what, I may see him again. I may see David the Uber driver somewhere. He's maybe doing something else, but he's doing some Uber driving over there. And he hustles, man. I mean, he hustles on his own, man. I mean, this woman wants him, but he never wants the woman, man. I mean, he never wants her. And he's never ready for her. That's why. He never feels ready. I mean, he's happy. He's completely happy that she runs away from him. And that's the thing, yeah. I mean, if you make a woman wait too long, man, I mean, she'll run to another guy very soon. And you guys deserve better anyway. I mean, make sure that nobody's waiting for you. And if somebody's waiting for you at the airport for 500 years, for fuck's sake, I mean, they're going to leave very soon. Understand? I mean, never ever wait for anybody, mate. I mean, just fucking go and do what you need to do to help yourself to succeed. I feel other people love me. I mean, that's the whole point, yeah. I mean, as you make yourself someone big straight away, and focus on letting yourself be in a way that you're learning. I mean, you're learning something, yeah? I mean, let it be that way. I feel other people understand how I have music on nice and beautiful trolley. I pump music everywhere. And as I pump music everywhere, I learn something along the way about art and devotion of life here and there. Making sure I'm learning something along the lines of everything I do. I'm always learning how to go and enjoy myself in different ways to make sure my nails are nice and clean daily. Just want to make sure always to go and do a better job, man. I mean, in a sense, so just always rough the edges in terms of clean the edges of your nice and beautiful, let's say, nails with something, in terms of one of those nail cleaners or nail shredders that cleans your nice and beautiful nails, and just pedicure your nails with those things in terms of that metal. And that way I understand how to see that word and I have to go and find that word as well. But it's more how it is, yeah? I mean, just go and rough the surfaces of the edges of your nails in a way that you make it cleaner in a way that you make it clean and it's always visible that your nails are nice and clean. So make sure that make sure that your nails are never rough, but that they're nice and smooth on the edges. So I'm using one of those tools to make my nice and beautiful nails over here, just nice and beautifully clean in terms of the edges, in a way that they're smooth. And my nails are always smooth on the edges, because that way I'm looking cleaner, I'm looking much better. While I do an audio program, that's what you guys need to do. You guys need to focus on helping yourself to deliver content quickly. And other people never really see how much I do content, but they see on YouTube. I mean, they see how much on YouTube I can do content. But that's the thing, man. I mean, they never see behind the scenes of how much content I really upload online. But I'm showing them the whole deal, man. I mean, show people the whole deal about you. I mean, the more you show people about you, the better you feel, don't you? And be careful when you're placing scissors into a grooming kit somewhere, because that way you're doing better to not disappoint yourself, yeah? So make sure you be careful, yeah? I mean, make sure always that you're doing something to help yourself to succeed is what you need to be doing. And that way you're learning quickly upon becoming more and more like a star. And making sure that you have that nice and beautiful tone. And then just wash the actual nice and beautiful, let's say, the sink, because you may have hair on the sink, yeah? So wash all the hair off the sink and just push it down the drain. That way you're understanding straight away. I mean, Jesus Christ has to do that too. I asked Jesus Christ all that. I mean, does he do this? I mean, does he put it down the sink? Or Jesus Christ says that he has to, man. I mean, he has to now. Otherwise, Jesus Christ says that there's a better way, and the better way is just put on the grass somewhere. And the better way to clean anything of your life is put on the grass somewhere. That's a better way. I'm learning something now. Otherwise, he says that this water where the sink goes in the sewage somewhere and starts going into different places in your life. And to stop that, you have to put it in the sand, or you have to put it in the grass. I mean, Jesus Christ says, nah, I mean, just put it in the grass, yeah? I mean, how about the sand? I mean, Jesus Christ says, nah, I mean, just in the grass, man. I mean, does Jesus Christ say the grass or dirt? I mean, Jesus Christ says grass. I mean, grass. And Jesus Christ takes the grass and then put in the grass. And that's how you understand straight away how it is. But then understand for myself, I mean, does Jesus Christ go even to the sink to do that? Jesus Christ says that he has to. I mean, he has to go to the sink to do that now. Because there's a better way. But the thing is that it's much more, you have to understand how you can grow yourself in different ways. And I understand that I can leave my nice and beautiful grooming kit all in the back over here from now on. I just let it be that way. I put all my grooming kit in the back here. As I do that, I focus upon helping myself to deliver information. But it's more how I understand now how it is. So what I do is, I let it be. Or should I just go to the nice and beautiful office work here? I'll get my Uber driver to come now. I'm rushing, and then I'll make sure I can go and connect these videos together. I already done that. And guess what? It's more how it is, yeah? So I just go away from this, make sure I can go and message the number. I only have so much time now, but guess what? Business cards. There's time. There's time to do business cards. It's more how I understand straight away. The business cards today, I mean, guess what? I mean, move over. And go and do something else today. I'll go do something else today. I have to go Liverpool. But guess what? Now, Liverpool today, it's much more how I feel. Guess what? It's much better for me to go Liverpool today. It's much better for me to go and get clothing. I get new clothing today, at least. And what else? Just clothing, huh? I mean, I can get a haircut quickly. I get a haircut and clothing now. And office works. I just let it be for today from that point. Although I can do some fashion photos too. Now, fashion photos, after clothing, after haircut, I can do fashion photos. Let it be that way. I have to go and just summarize all this into, I never delete this, man. make sure I go and upload that into the Nice and Beautiful application here. Where I'm just understanding that is something where somebody may be very honest over here, so I'm understanding that no matter what. It's more how I feel that is something that I feel that can never happen, because that's something that's I. Where should I see it? Roshinam? Roshinam? I have total trust here. My word I, mate. I give all the passwords of my life over here into the word I, and nobody can touch it. And that's the way it is. Alright, now I want to go. I want to invite the Uber driver to show me the road to the Officeworks. And now get the Uber and go by Uber here, and then let's have a look over here. Make sure I print this out. Make sure that no matter what, that I understand that with them, I can call them. And guess what? I can call them. And guess what? Approach it's more how I feel. It's much better to call them than to do anything else. I have a phone appointment with them. And guess what? Approach go to Centrelink now. I have to go to Centrelink now. I have to do that now. Actually, that's a much better idea. Go to Centrelink now to do that. And that's the thing. I mean, that's the thing now. I have to go and do that and make the date today. I mean, the first thing I can do in Centrelink today is, guess what? The first thing I can do, I see finalize this now. I see review. I have to go and give them the money. I give them the money now. Actually, it's much more how I understand straight away how I need to go and grow myself anyway. But it's much more how I feel. It's much better for me to just get the business cards first, and then I go straight to Centrelink. I have to now. I'm just going to do that, and I'm just going to put $50 into my account here. Change it to Streamline Basic. But before I put $50 into my account or any kind of number into my account or bank account, I put it into Streamline Basic account. And then I place the number 1 into that message to place the I here, and then a little bit that way. Alright, now I want to go and give them the money because I owe money to the actual Uber. And you can give Uber drivers cash. You can give them cash now. I see that. Alright, now I want to go Hyde Park. That's how Officeworks in Oxon Park. I want to see how far that is. I mean, now I can see these. I can see these Uber drivers and all this. I'm just going to confirm to pick up myself over here. I said try 2 weeks with. Guess what? Go and save this one. I save this one right now. It's an Uber Pass, man. I see that $14 a month, huh? See this? So move on, mate. I mean, I forget about it. I understand straight away this. I save that Nice and Beautiful time over here. I mean, guess what? I save time in that. I mean, guess what? Probably that's what it is. I can see how I write that down, and guess what? Probably it's more how I'm writing it down now. But you guys have to understand that people go saying save 10% and sign up to their programs for 10% discounts, or you may save $2, but for fuck's sake, I mean, by the time you sign up, and then 10 minutes of your life is gone, mate. I have to go now. I say now, I'm just going to place this into $25 of receivings I receive from biological dad. I receive from biological dad. And guess what? I realize now, as my Uber is coming, what happens is I can talk to you while watching my Uber, and it's the best thing. I never have to place my phone on the floor anywhere anymore, or on the portable speaker, or anywhere else on the trolley now, to write your message when I'm talking to you now via an audio program, which is so new for me to do that. It's such a great idea for me. And just move up. I can get a little case or something like that as my grooming kit, man. Make sure that no matter what I have time to do this message here. Make sure that no matter what I'm learning, to be more. And guess what? Brush it with my Nice and Beautiful business cards today. And guess what now? I'm gonna level up. And guess what? I'm gonna bring it. I'm gonna bring it anyway. I'll bring it anyway. I can go somewhere. I can go and give it. I mean, does Jesus Christ go to Officeworks over there and to give the business cards over there? When Jesus Christ says now. When Jesus Christ says now's the time for me to realize this. When Jesus Christ says go somewhere else. go somewhere else. I've been there anyway. I've been somewhere. I mean, that means I have more time now. I have more time freedom, but I asked Jesus Christ to do the business cards today. I mean, Jesus Christ says, go for it. So I'm going to do that now. Alright, that's the way. For sure though, I have to make sure that I have more enough time to do this. And now guess what? It's much more how I feel. I feel I need to go Centrelink. Where else can I go? I mean, Liverpool Capricorn. It's a Liverpool Capricorn, mate. I see a business card proposal there. Where there's some cars. I mean, there's some cars there. And that's the way. There's some cars there. Let's just go. Let's just see how to go and do it. But I invite the actual Uber driver over here. And I just go and speak with myself over here and himself. I go and have a conversation with him and I via the phone camera over here. And I want you guys to experience a conversation with myself and the Uber driver. For God's sakes. Alright, although guess what? Gosh, it's more how it is, yeah? But I'm learning how to become more, man. I'm learning how to have a conversation with the Uber drivers now, and taxi drivers and Didi drivers, while recording my conversation with you and them. And then guess what happens? I'm doing a great job in the process. Making sure I'm placing everything into my nice beautiful green bag over here. I can make sure that I'm learning very quickly upon how life is. Making sure this is my Uber over here. I said let's go and see. So how are you, boss?
Hello, Danny.
I say yep. I say, what is your name?
Ali.
I say Ali. I say, nice to meet you.
Thank you.
I see some important guys. I see the important message, guys, over here is just talk to yourself all day long and just make sure if you're going and doing something along the lines of helping yourself to succeed, you're just making sure that you have to go and do nice, beautiful programs over here to make sure that you're just involving yourself in the program, because that way you're learning something about helping yourself cover the time that you have. But if you're understanding something about life and communication, you have to understand public speaking events, and then understand straight away that you have to go and grow yourself and other people in the process, and then just making sure that you can have a conversation with people if you want. You're always making sure that you're learning about people and how they treat you, and you're just making sure you're getting ahead of the game all the time, yeah? When you have to focus upon something that's really helping you move forward. But if you focus on yourself even more, then guess what happens? I mean, then you have a nice and beautiful conversation with yourself, and then you understand straight away how you can just go and understand straight away that you can ask whatever you want, and then you just enjoy yourself. So how's your day today? I mean, how's your day?
I'm alright. I'm good.
I see you're good. I say it's nice and beautiful to be an Uber driver today.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I see, so.
How was your day?
I see today's my actual day of courage, so I'm making sure I'm going around the vehicles today, and I'm making sure I'm giving my business cards out.
Okay.
I'm just making sure I'm just going somewhere now to get some business cards. See, so guys, I'm just focusing on myself over here to just show you guys how you can have a conversation with someone in a way that is a positive scenario when you're making sure that you're during that nice and beautiful communicational gap of making sure you have more enough success all the time, and you're just learning something along the ways of how you speak with yourself all day long is much more important than how you speak with other people. So if you understand how I speak with myself here, I have the best conversation with myself all day long, because when you're talking with other people, then the conversation is breaking up always. Or when you're talking to yourself, I can talk to you all day long, and I can understand I never break up the conversation with myself unless I go into silence. And if I go into silence, then you have to understand that it's much more important for you to be able to speak to yourself all day long and be able to be something for nothing. I mean, understand? So you're never nothing for something. I mean, you're something for nothing. And that way you're learning very quickly upon just helping yourself to never argue with other people, but you're learning to understand the conversation of what people are giving you in terms of the moment. And you can always read what's happening around the world with conversational people. And as I'm really going now with the Uber driver here, I understand I'm just going around the world and I'm enjoying myself. I'm making sure I have more enough success every single day to go and focus upon something that's helping me move forward, because the newest way of entrepreneurship is going around the world speaking and public speaking and being able to do audio programs along the way. But the thing is now, the amazing thing about going with Uber drivers and all these people who can drive you around town and transport and whatever it is, in terms of whatever it is, I understand it's just being able to do audio programs along the way, and also being able to look out the window while you're actually speaking an audio program to people. You're just talking to people and you're always encouraging yourself and other people to have success, which is the best kind of deal on the planet. So you're always focusing on asking questions that actually make you much more curious about life. But if you have nothing to say and if you have no questions to ask, understand, then just go and really dwell upon asking yourself those questions, because understand that you never wait for other people to question you or to do anything for you. So make sure you're never waiting for other people to do anything for you, but you're learning how to just be with yourself. You're learning how to be a star. You're learning how to be famous with yourself and having that conversation with yourself all night long. Is you have to go and always deliver content one step at a time in different ways, and you have to be learning something along the way, and you have to be curious about yourself. You have to be talking to yourself all night long, and you have to be driving also your car, and while doing audio programs by yourself, you have to understand straight away that you can always understand that as I drive, I speak to you like this as I drive. And understand that what's important is understanding that you have to be driving today and also doing your audio. You have to be driving today and also doing your audio programs, because that way you're never working for the money. You're working for the communicational skills, and that's what I'm doing now. I'm always working. I'm working right now, just like everybody else. I'm working to speak more and more nice and beautiful communicational tactics every single day, to just go inside my communicational skills daily, because that's how I feel, and I feel other people's vibes, and I feel that when I have to answer to them or anything like that, then I just go answer positively. But if they have no questions to ask me, I make sure I can always ask a question here and there. I make sure that if there's nothing much more to say, then I just go and say much more words with you. I make sure that the whole deal over here is making sure that you give me more ideas anyway. And the whole point is making sure every single day that if you have more questions to ask, then always ask those people questions, that if you understand that there's more communication going on between you and them, then you can always understand to talk with them much more with yourself. And that's how you understand that when you're speaking to yourself, it's like they are speaking to you too. You understand? Because you're talking to yourself. And when you talk to yourself, it's the most powerful aspect of life. When you're understanding how to go and do life much greater. I say, how long have you been a Uber driver?
Nearly 2 years now.
See, 2 years. I see, that's amazing. I see you enjoy this work.
Yes, it's up and down. You have to love your job to continue.
I see, yeah, I love my job. I make sure every single day I'm always understanding how to just grow myself. And as I grow myself, I'm looking for different scenarios to help myself to succeed, because what's important is realizing that nice and beautiful communicational signal of leadership. I just focus on something that's nice and beautiful for me anyway. So what's important for me, guys, is making sure that if you're directing that nice and beautiful communicational skill of yourself, you have to always understand how you can actually talk with people, and you can actually go and summarize everything into a video or seminar or public speaking event, or as a music producer or whatever you are. Just go and summarize everything in words. That's the best way to understand your life story, is to speak more words. And that's the only way you can actually do your life much greater. But I understand anyway, I just give my nice and beautiful ways of life over here. I understand that I have to actually go to Officeworks now. So the thing is, guys, I'm making sure that you guys can understand what I'm doing. I'll just give you my business card, sir.
Yes.
You can come to my event over here. I have a nice and beautiful event coming up. I understand that you can come over here, and it's at the Mounties on the 28th of May. It's just coming up. It's in 3 days' time. I invite you over.
Cool.
I thank you very much, boss.
Thank you.
Thank you. I say, guys, so anyway, just make sure that what you want to do is understand that mastermind, or anything that you want out of life, is to focus on making sure that you have that nice and beautiful exemption party, to understand that when you have business cards in the actual contents of your life over here, you just focus on yourself and close the door, and just make sure that you always look at that nice and beautiful contents of your life. But I'm learning something over here. I'm learning that I have over here business cards in my actual pocket, and I also have the nice and beautiful Notion over here, which is Christ, to see how nice and beautiful I just done that. I done a nice and beautiful survey over here with myself. And the thing is, I'm learning always that everything is nice and beautiful, and Jesus Christ is nice and beautiful, and you are nice and beautiful, and everything is nice and beautiful, man. But guess what? I have business cards in my pocket right now, on my old business card, and I have new business cards along the way here. So I'm so glad I brought my business cards with me. So what I'll do is, if I have business cards with me right now, or any kind of business cards, I bring the green bag with me always. I bring all the nice and beautiful content over here to focus upon helping myself to succeed in different manners. But what I do is I focus on how other people never want to react to you. And you give them your business card, but they never want to react to you, and they never want to even. They never even want to be curious about you anymore. So what the thing is about this guy is, this guy is very, let's say, in a way that I'm back on R. He's in a way that he needs to do better with me. He needs to be doing better with his reaction with me over here. So what I do is understand that everybody needs to be doing better and better and better throughout time. To focus upon something that's helping them grow personally, and I focus upon helping myself to succeed differently. Is what I understand. So what I want to do is, I can go grab it. I mean, does Jesus Christ? Ask Jesus Christ. I mean, does he go grab it from the screen? Or she says, no. I mean, it just says be here. Oh, it's for myself. Oh, that's running amok, man. I mean, guess what? I mean, just wait. I mean, never wait to counter, but just be patient at the counter for someone to serve you, so that you can get your printings and to get something that you need. So I just invite that guy to my seminar over here, and if he wants to come on a day, then he can come. I mean, I gave him the 2 business cards that I have over here to make sure I'm learning quickly upon how to actually study the game of art and everything, in terms of everything. And what I want to do is understand that what's important for myself over here is I'm always learning how to exemplify a better way. I'm learning how to just go and understand I never need the computers of Officeworks anymore, because I have my own laptop now to do these photos, and it's much easier, which is much better for me to do it on my laptop than it is to use the actual Officeworks computers now. And I see how I'm actually learning how quick I can go and do life, and I'm actually just learning a nice and beautiful aspect of life in different ways, and I'm learning how to just go and be much more. So as I be more focused upon understanding that reaction there is honest, I'm making sure I'm learning how to go and dwell upon something better for myself. So as I go and look at her over here, I just understand that she can see me anyway. But I mean, guess what? I mean, you must understand that every single day, if you want to go and grow yourself and something like that, and you want to go and study upon life, you have to focus upon your life in different ways, yeah? You have to focus upon helping yourself to succeed, and you have to focus upon doing something to touch yourself in a way that you're loving yourself, in a way that you're doing the nice and beautiful touching of yourself with words. And then you focus upon helping yourself to understand that most people never understand what a business card is. Well, you must understand. So every single day, just understand that no matter what, you must go and grow yourself differently, and you must understand straight away how you feel. And how you feel is fill up the world with words. That way you make meaning in your life, and you have much more greater meaning when you can give more words, I promise you. So what I do is I record conversations with Uber drivers like that, and you can see the Uber driver over here, and you can see that he never asks me any questions. I understand, because he has no interest in me. And so what I do is I move on, I move forward, and I move in a better direction. I just have my nice and beautiful business cards over there. I have Danny Milivojevic.
That's not business card. I think like you spoke over the phone.
I see,
So
yeah.
business card is totally different thing.
I see,
So
yeah.
you just please mention photographs, not business cards,
see, yeah.
okay?
I see.
Maybe you use it as a business card, but we don't recognize it as a business card.
I say photograph, yeah.
Yes.
I say photograph. I say photograph, that's my business card.
Yeah, but this is photographs to us. So
see,
even
yeah.
on the phone, if it's a business card, it's totally different.
I
thing.
know it's.
And it's like 6x4 photograph.
I see,
okay?
yeah. I see, I always have better communication, so when I understand that my photograph is a business card, then I understand that's why
Yeah,
I
but
understand
to
you guys.
us, it's a photograph.
I see, yeah, but for me
Yeah.
it's a photograph business card.
I understand.
Thank you,
that.
thank you,
See
thank you.
later.
I understand, so what I do anyway is focus upon understanding that she wants to be nice and kind to me. I'm moving on. And anyway, I mean, you see my communication, I'm very positive. I'm like, yeah. I mean, I understand she wants to be positive, mate. I mean, I just want to move on, man. I'm just saying, but I'm never negative. I want to talk to her fully. I just want to understand that as soon as she goes, I can just go, just leave straight away. I just go a different direction, you understand? So what I do is I focus on understanding that there's so much more to do and so much more to be every single day. So every single day I'm understanding that no matter what, that people can understand straight away how I feel. And how I feel is different, man. I mean, how I feel is a nice and beautiful way of life over here. So just go and open my business cards too. You just see what's going on around here. So what I do is I get an extra elastic band as well. And guess what? Actually now, I understand that no matter what, I can see my words over here. I can see Liverpool Catholic Club. I mean, guess what? I'd rather go and suss out to go to a nice and beautiful way. Which it's more how I feel. I have to go Centrelink. I ask Jesus Christ what to do. I realize Jesus Christ says, when Jesus Christ says, go to Centrelink, and just understand to do that, and then just go around the area, and just go and do something. Whereas now, there's a taxi right here. There's a taxi, but guess what? I never want to run. I mean, guess what? I mean, why do I find myself running here? I mean, guess what? I never want to run anymore. I mean, guess what? I want to run, but guess what? I never want to run after transport. I never want to run after transport, man. I mean, in a sense, what I do is, I ask Jesus Christ, I mean, does he walk through that? When Jesus Christ says, nah. I mean, he says, huh. I mean, Jesus Christ says, why not? When Jesus Christ says, hey, I mean, look over here. I mean, just because there's a footpath, so follow the footpath when you're walking through the footpath, and never step on the plants, man. And it's much better to walk through a footpath, you know. I understand that. And go through the way of footpaths. Alright, anyway, I can see the footpath now. I never seen it. I never seen it coming. But I understand Jesus Christ goes through the same way. If you never seen the footpath, I'm not sure. But guess what? It's more how it is. But you guys have to understand that what's important right now is focusing on a greater life for yourself to succeed. So I'm not saying that this guy over here, in terms of the Uber driver, I'm not saying that he's somebody who may show up today, but I'm not saying that he can afford it. And I'm focusing on helping myself to succeed daily. So what I do now is I help myself to show you I'm just here next to the actual way of life over here, where I'm actually next to a road, man. I'm next to a road, so what I do is I want to be careful about everything. I want to make sure that you guys have what you deserve. So making sure that I go place the brightness of my screen over here much better, and making sure I can go and connect my technology into what I need it to be. So making sure that before I actually leave my bulge to Dad's house, I want to actually connect my nice and beautiful internet with a nice and beautiful mobile hotspot. So what I do is understand that no matter what, I never ever leave my actual, let's say, chargers, in terms of my actual chargers, where the actual phone is, where in my portable charger, in terms of my nice and beautiful shoulder bag is. So I make sure that my actual portable chargers, in terms of my portable charger sockets, are never in the actual front bag pockets ever again, once I place my portable chargers inside of my shoulder bag. And prior to my shoulder bag, in terms of prior to my actual placing of my sockets or wall sockets into my shoulder bag, I place it in the back pocket. And why is that? Because I do a greater job for myself regardless. I mean, regardless of what's going on, I'm doing a greater job regardless. I'm making sure that no matter what, I just go and never do the 10% off with Uber anymore, because they waste time and they just waste people's time, mate. And what I want to do is I just go and do this now and just make sure that I understand that is the way it is. So that's a kind of bad reputation that you may get. You know, and I mean, you may get an actual triple reputation like that, where it says, hey, I mean, they waste your time to do 10% off, mate. Why? I mean, trust me. Is it really they're wasting your time? And guess what? I mean, they're saving you money. I mean, they're trying to save you money and trying to give you a discount. But guess what? I promise you, if you have more money already, then you're saving time. I mean, do you want to save $2 or do you want to save 10 minutes? I mean, they're wasting your time, yeah? I mean, they're wasting your time. In a sense, so that's what I'm saying. I understand that. So what I do is, that's the way it is, guys. I promise you. I'm not sure that now I'll go to Liverpool station. I have to go to Centrelink over here. I'll make sure that the Uber driver can drop me to Centrelink over here. As I go to Centrelink, I have to change my address anyway. I'll just say I live over here now. And guess what? It's more how I feel. And how I feel is different. And make sure that I can go and see the Liverpool over here. I'm not saying all that Jesus Christ says that with this one over here, I'll probably just go. And just go and see straight away how I feel. So Northumberland Street and nice beautiful Liverpool is where I need to go. And I just go quickly. Over here. So making sure, anyway, I want to be able to go by Uber this time because the bus is too long for me to go with the bus. Now, I never walk on the roads to give my business cards on the roads anyway, because what's important for me personally is I place my shoulder bag and my green bag on the floor when I'm standing. I realize when I'm standing, then I make sure, when I'm standing, I make sure that my nice and beautiful green bag over here is nicely on the floor, and also my shoulder bag. I'm here. I'm just talking to the Uber driver here. I'm wearing jacket that is blue, jeans one. I do a screenshot, guys, so make sure I understand that no matter what, that it's much more how I understand. So what I want to do is, before I even have the Uber driver with me, I want to make sure that I can check their names, man. But if they mention my name and if they say Danny, or actually it's more how I understand Ali, for example. So I understand what's important for me over here is focusing on a great way of life for myself. So make sure you're never scratching yourself, and make sure you're doing something to help yourself to succeed differently. And what you want to do is talk to an Uber driver and talk to yourself even more than an Uber driver, and make them listen to you. I mean, make them listen to you, man. I mean, make them listen to you in a way that they feel that you're doing some business with people. And then guess what? I mean, direct the conversation with you anyway, and you're making sure that you have more enough success all the time to succeed differently. And just make sure that you never find yourself on roads much. And make sure you understand what's important is learning. I mean, you have to be learning something, and you have to learn how to grow yourself, and you have to learn how to be much more of what you want to be. But give your business cards to people along the way. I give my business card to this guy now, and I have already my nice and beautiful Notion to do so. I realize all that what I do is I make sure that this individual over here gets my business card now. So that business card there is something that I can give to him. But the thing is, I want to give him clean ones. I want to give him a clean business card, man. I want to give him some nice and beautiful business cards around here, where it's a clean business card for me to give it to him. And that way I'm understanding that what's important for myself personally is I just go and grab business cards and I just give it to people along the way, and I make sure that they have everything that they ever need. So what I do also is I make sure that I can go and just let it be that way. Make sure I give them brand new business cards here and there. And what I do is I focus on making sure that I'm learning very quickly upon how to use up all my nice and beautiful instruments of what I have in life, to just persuade myself to understand once I open my doors over here, making sure that I can go and see straight away what's going on. So no matter what I do, I'm learning. I'm learning how to grow myself, and I'm just learning how to go and persuade myself to deliver content. I make sure every single day I can see my Uber drivers here, and I just pick up my rubbish along the way, guys, and that's it. I mean, every single day just say hi to Uber driver. Say, how are you? I say your name is? I say you have pickup for Danny? I say thank you. Alright, now what you can do also, you can say your name to the Uber driver, and that way they can also expose your name, and that way you guys also can go that way as well. So what's important is making sure that you can go and see what you are doing in life, to make sure you put on the seatbelt when you're in the car somewhere. So if you're in an Uber driver's car or something like that, or at the airport in terms of the airplane, and if you're on the airplane or on the train somewhere, then just make sure you put a seatbelt on. And just make sure you're always safe in the bus as well. In the bus, and make sure you have a seatbelt in the bus as well. And just be safe, guys. I mean, just be safer and safer, and that way you're learning how to grow yourself. So I understand your name is Kamal?
Yeah.
See, nice. See, so what do you do for a living?
Just Uber.
I say you just do Uber? Yeah. I do a lot of leadership work around town. I do a lot of speaking and public speaking. So yeah. So anyway, guys, so what's important is making sure that you just go and revert the conversation toward yourself, so you can go and learn with yourself every single day. So what's important is making sure that if you're learning something, and if you have your nice and beautiful content along the way where you have to upload it after 1 hour, then just go and upload it quickly, and then just make sure that no matter what, that you're someone much more appropriate with yourself to go and direct the communication into yourself, so that way you just be positive with yourself. Because I understand when you're talking to other people, I realize it's limiting to talk to other people on the way. For sure, although when you're talking to yourself all day long, then you have all the time in the world to go and express yourself. I mean, I'm having much more of a conversation, as you can see, with myself than other people today. Because why? I mean, because when you talk to other people, it's more, you have to expect a reply from them. But with myself, I expect myself to reply. I never expect other people to talk to me. So I just talk to myself all day long. Because when you talk to other people, I mean, they may give you silent treatment. I mean, they may say get lost. They may never want to talk to you. You understand? But when you're talking to yourself all day long, then you accept yourself, of course, yeah? But other people may never accept you. So never talk to them. Talk to yourself more than them. You understand? But that's the thing, yeah? I talk to myself more than I talk to other people. So if they never want to talk to me, I talk to myself. That's how I see it. It's like when somebody's firing bullets at you, but you have a bulletproof armor, and they can never kill you because you have bulletproof armor. You understand? Because every single day, that's when you have to understand straight away that if you're talking to yourself, it's more like self-love. It's more like bulletproof armor. And when you're talking to yourself, then you have all this protection, because you're just focusing on yourself and you're minding your business. And that's the whole point.